Hey everybody, video 2 of my CR-X project slash restoration. I posted one yesterday about this car and showed when it was dirty. I actually just got it yesterday, and I've spent about 6 or 7, 8 hours cleaning it and starting to fix a few things. So I thought it would be fun and cool to shoot a update video, and really have had some great response on this car. I'm not a YouTuber in the sense of making money or really caring about my production. I just do this for fun. And I joined a CR-X owners club on Facebook and just posted a question about my rims, and I had like 200 people that responded. There were 30 or 40 comments and a couple hundred that liked or thumbs up or whatever. And so I was like, man, these cars are like really loved. I'm new to this platform and the community, the CR-X community. I've known about these forever, but yeah, so I was just kind of excited, like, just one day, like I was very warmly welcomed. So yeah, it's all clean. It looks really good, and I'm really happy with how it came out. Cleaned up as best I could. There's some things that probably will never ever look right, and but I really was able to get this thing looking nice. And I've been doing research, found out these Advan wheels are about $1,500 for a set used on eBay. So that was that's just good luck. And so I just wanted to walk around the car, and I thought I'd also kind of turn this video into just a list of things that I have found that are kind of special about this car being a JDM CR-X. And let me just say, by way of disclaimer, I'm not an expert on these cars yet, so I'm still learning, and some of the stuff I say might be incorrect. I'm talking about things that I'm pretty sure are JDM features that the US market cars didn't get. I could be wrong about that though, and there's also some things I think that might be supposed to be on this car that aren't. I mentioned that yesterday in the first video. Some of these ZC engine cars have a little hood bump, others don't. So I know a lot of the hoods were taken and scalped and they put regular hoods on. I don't know if that's the case, because I'm really having a hard time finding any conclusive information. I've also been told that's the wrong spoiler. So a lot of this stuff, I'm not claiming to be an expert on the car, but it really turned out looking great. I honestly did not like the maroon color when I first saw it, but now that I got it all cleaned up and all the black is clean for the most part. I missed a line of grit under there. I'll have to go back and get that with a toothbrush. But for the most part, she's looking really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a list. I made a list here of 8 things that I thought were kind of special about the JDM part of this car, and the fact that it's JDM. So I'll start here with badges. So number 1 is badges. So this was curious to me when I first noticed this SI, because it looked a little bigger, and I think the US spec SIs were a little smaller. And so yeah, and then the other thing that's different here with the JDM ones is the CR-X has the dash. So the US cars, there's no dash. Why did they do that differently? I don't know. These taillights could also be different. I'm not sure, but I think it's cool. That's the way that you'll kind of know if you're a CR-X person. You look at it from behind, and there's probably other cues, again, I'm not sure, but one of the main ones is there's this dash between the R and the X, and that tells you it's a JDM car. So that's number 1, just the badging is a little different. Yeah, so second thing would be going in here, and kind of obvious that it's right-hand drive. So with right-hand drive, of course, you get a lot of interesting things that happen. And second thing I want to mention is obviously kilometers. So this counts in kilometers, not miles. So that's 185, which is about 115,000 miles, which is pretty low miles for this car. It's a 91. And yeah, so it counts in kilometers. So you kind of feel, if you're not used to that, you feel like, wow, I'm already doing 60, I'm already doing 80. And that's really like only 40, 45, 50 miles an hour. So, but it's a whole interesting paradigm shift. Like, as you drive, you're on the right side. You have the gear lever on the right side. You have your dead pedal. The gear is on the left of you instead of the right. The dead pedal is in a different, it's in the same spot, like with your legs, but it's different in the sense that you're used to it being by the door, and now it's by the center console. And so yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. Third thing is all over this car are little signs. And they're everywhere. They're little signs in Japanese. And that actually, I got a translator. That says, "Let's lock." Let's lock. So let's lock the door. How cool. And just all over the car, there's little symbols, there's little signs like that everywhere. Fourth thing I found, fourth thing that I think is different and kind of cool from the JDM cars is, check this out. So when you turn on the ignition, I found this button right here, and I could be wrong. This could be in American cars. It might be, but I don't think it is. And watch this. You push this button, and the mirrors go in. Now, that's not a big deal on new cars, but this is 1991. This is 31 years ago, and this car had power folding mirrors for the streets of Japan that were, you know, cluttered and clogged and tiny. And wow, that's just amazing that this car has power mirrors. Okay, number 5 is just the turn signals. So the turn signal and wiper is backwards. So in a normal left-hand drive car, the turn signal's on the left and the wipers are on the right. Well, in this car, it's the opposite. There's your wipers on the left. So that's very, and there's your turn signal on the right. And that's very strange when you get into it, because, you know, you are used to turn signaling, so you do that and then the wipers go. And it's kind of different and cool. All right, number 6. This is a big one. This car has back seats. I don't think any of the US spec cars had back seats. Let me go from the other side here. It's a little easier. Sorry if the sun's glaring. I feel like we're in a J.J. Abrams movie right now. So, check this out. We got these little tiny jump seats with seat belts and everything. Look, they even have these little compartments. You can put your Transformers toys. So these have back seats. They have a lot of room, as you can see, for your passenger to fit in. And how cool. So this is a 4-seat car, or a 4-passenger car. Very, very cool. And then 2 other things. Number 7 is, this is super cool. The side marker. Of course, this is standard on Japanese and European cars, I think. But it is just so cool to see these things working. And check it out. So that's just ultra cool. I love those. All right, and number 8, and maybe the best, save the best for last, is the engine. Turn off, you guys. Where's that thing? And as you probably know if you're watching this, the Japanese cars usually get the better engines. This is no exception. This car has the ZC dual overhead cam, non-VTEC engine. It's 130 horses. I just cleaned this out. This is part of being a Honda, an old Honda owner, is you have to have a valve cover that's like halfway painted. And so I'm there now. But I did just clean this really good and put some cleaner on it and brushed it off real good. So it's looking really good. But yeah, this is the 130 horsepower dual overhead cam ZC engine. You can see the code right there. And it's a great little engine, man. This is just a great engine. It pulls and pulls, and it just gets stronger and stronger once you get up to, you know, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 RPMs. And the red line, as you can see here, is 72, which is just awesome. And yeah, man, what a sweet engine. It's such a sweet engine. That's what convinced me to buy this car. You know, I saw it, like I said, it was so beat, guys. You can't tell now, but this car was so beat. And when I say beat, I mean there was like melted candy in the back seats and stuff like that. Like there was just wires hanging out that were cut just everywhere. I mean, there was like 50 little things like that I had to address. So, but anyhow, I was, you know, not super interested in it, even though I thought, wow, that's cool. But, you know, obviously when I did the test drive, the engine, it's a strong engine, and I'll do some test drives later. I got to get back tires. The back tires are actually dry rotted, so I've got those on order, and I need some suspension parts, and I want to swap the tranny fluid before I do too much more driving with it. So that's all going to come, and then I'll do a test drive, some POV stuff. But man, yeah, but this engine is just terrific. It's a sweet, 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 sweet car. So that's 8 things. That's 8 things that are kind of special about the JDM car, and thought this would be fun to post. Thanks for watching. Peace to you today. Bless you. Talk to you soon in the next video.